Hello students, welcome back once again to my maths class. In this video lesson, we are going to talk about the second part of geometric progressions. Right, although we have done few parts in the progression chapter 6th of 10th class, and we are in the fourth part now here. Now, three parts we have completed in arithmetic progression and the geometric progression, the fourth part. This is the fifth part we are going to deal in this video lesson. Now, those who have not watched those videos, please do watch them and proceed to this video. Right. Now, yesterday, in the previous class, what we were discussing, let me recall for you what is the progression and what is an AP and GP. Let us recall, right? A progression is a series or a list of numbers where you get the next number is obtained by adding or by multiplying another number to the previous number. So, there is a series or a list of numbers formed which is having a specific sequence. So, that is a progression, just a list of numbers. Now, we have studied about the arithmetic progressions in our previous classes. Arithmetic progression is that series of numbers or that list of numbers in which the next term we obtain by adding a constant term to the preceding one. So, a constant term is being added throughout. Except for the first term, if you add a constant term to the first term, then you get the second one. Again, the same constant to the second term, you get the third term. Likewise, you get the arithmetic progression. Now, the general form of the arithmetic progression is A plus D, A plus 2D, A plus 3D, so on till A plus n minus 1 into t. That is the nth term. Now, in the previous class, we have talked about the geometric progression. Now, how is it the general form of geometric progression? We discussed in the previous session. Now, I'll note it down. AR square, ARQ, and so on and so forth. Okay. Now, this is the general form wherein A is the first term and R is the common ratio. A is the first term and R is common ratio. Now, how do we get this common ratio? We get the common ratio by dividing the succeeding term with the preceding term. Likewise, or else you can simply say two consecutive terms. You get the R value. It is common throughout the series, so it is called as a common ratio. Now, here this is the general form. Now, let me tell you, let me give an example. The same example, that is 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, so on. So, I tell this is an example of GP, an example of GP. Okay. Now, this, how do I tell this is an example of GP? We have to see the common ratio. Now, the first term is A, that is 1. This is A1, A2, second term A3, A4, A5, A6, right? Now, if the ratio is common throughout the series, then it is called a GP. Now, I told that this is in GP. That means the ratio of A2 by A1, the preceding, the succeeding and the preceding term, the ratio A2 by A1 should be equal to, let me check for another one, A3 by A2. So, this is the common ratio. So, if you want to check it, 2 divided by 1, that comes to 2. 4 divided by 2, that comes to 2. So, 2 is the constant ratio throughout the series. So, this is an example of GP. All this we have completed in our previous session. Now, in this session, we are going to talk about the nth term of the geometric progression as well as the exercise problems regarding the nth term. Now, here, this is the first term of GP, second term, the third term, the fourth term. Now, if you see, this is following a pattern here. there's a particular fashion being followed here. See, if A3, the third term, now A3 is equal to AR square. Let me note it down here. So A is our first term is A. Now the second term, I am telling it as AR raised to the power 1. Okay. The third term is AR raised to the AR to the power of 2. That means if you see here, A4 is equal to AR cube. Right. See, likewise, now let me generalize and write a nth term. That is, an is nothing but the nth term. Now if you see here, the first term is always a. Now for the first term, if you multiply a constant term that is nothing but an r, you get the second term. Okay. Now A2 is AR1. So this here it is 1, here it is 2. Now A3, the third term, we see AR square. Square means the ratio is having power 2. So third term power 2, fourth term power 3. That means you can clearly see that there is one less power. So likewise, I will write nth term. So A, R and one less. So n minus 1. Right. This is the nth term of a GP. Nth term. Now when you are learning something, nth term of GP. So do not by heart the formulae, but you have to compare it with the other one which you have learned previously. Like we know the AP series, right? The AP series. Now A plus D, A plus 2D, so on. Right? Now the nth term in AP is A plus 1 less n minus 1 into D. Here we are adding the constant, so I have minus 1. Here we are multiplying the constant, so to the power I am minusing 1. So likewise, this is, if you want an AP, I want a fifth term. It is simply A plus 1 less, so 4D. So this is all about AP. Why am I telling AP? Because when you learn a new concept, you have to compare it with the other one which you have learned, so that if you, on comparison, you can easily remember the concept. So now the nth term of GP here is AN, that is AR raised to the power n minus 1. So from here clearly 3 means 2 you got, 4 means 3 you got. So likewise n means n minus 1. So with this concept, we will be doing the problems based on the nth term of GP in the exercise. Please copy down. Now exercise 6.5, the first problem. For each geometric progression, find the common ratio and then find the AN. That is, we have to find the common ratio as well as the nth term here. Okay. Now I have noted down the two problems. Out of 4, I have written 2 problems, first and the second one. Now here, let's start. We have to find the common ratio as well as we have to find the nth term. Now the first term here is 3, right? Now let me note down, this is A1, A2, A3 and A4. If I write it like this, we can easily find the R, that is the common ratio. Common ratio R is equal to A2 divided by A1. A2 divided by A1. Now here, that means A2 is 3 by 2 divided by 3 here. Right. This comes to 3 by 6. Here 3 by 1, it goes to the top, that becomes reciprocal 1 by 3. Right, here 1 by 3, that is 2 into 6. So here 3 ones are, 3 twos are, that is 1 by 2. The common ratio is 1 by 2 and we need to find the nth term. Nth term. So the nth term AN equal to AR n minus 1. So this is the formula. Nth term of a GP. Now here AR, A value is 3 into, and also R value is 1 by 2 and we don't know the nth term. Which is the nth term? We don't know, just n minus 1 here, nth term. Okay, so we can write it here like this. Just simply write it 3 into 1, that is 3, or else just keep it as it is, 3 into 1 by 2 to the power of n. This is the nth term. Okay, if the number of terms is given, then we can calculate the nth term. Like if it is 6 or 5, we can substitute and find. This is the nth term. Now see the second problem. Now here a value is minus 1. We will write it as a1, a2, a3 and a4. Now here r value, that is the common ratio, a2 by a1, simply minus 3 by minus 1. So minus and minus gets cancelled, so it is 3. R value is 3. Now the nth term is ar n minus 1, that is equal to a value is minus 1, r value is 3 raised to the power of minus 1. Simply keep it as it is. This is the nth term. Quickly pause the video and note it down. Let's see the next problem. Second problem, find the 10th and nth term of GP given 5, 25, 125. The GP is given for us. We have to find the 10th and the nth term. This is the second problem. So 5, 25, 125 is the GP given. For this GP, we have to find out the 10th term as well as the nth term. So let me write down here. These are A1, A2, A3, so on. So I want a 10th term. Okay, A10. Right. A10 in GP, it is A, R, and 10 minus 1, that is 9. Okay. Should I write 10 minus 1? Let me write, okay, 10 minus 1. So this is nothing but AR9. Okay. Now, to find any term, we should know the first term as well as the common ratio. Now, we don't know the common ratio here. Now, let's find the common ratio R, that is nothing but A2 divided by A1. So, it is 25 by 5. So, this comes to 5. 5 ones, 5 5s. So, R value is 5. I'll substitute R and A. A1 is A, isn't it? The first term is always A. That A and R we will substitute in the 10th term. A10 is equal to AR9. So, A value is 5 into 5 raised to the power of 9. Now, how do we get this? 5 to the power of 10. 1 plus 9. Here, what am I doing here? This is nothing but indices, law of indices. If the bases are same and if it is multiplied, we have to add the exponents. This is the law of indices. First law. Okay, we will be simply adding the exponents here. There is 1, 1 plus 9, so 10. So this comes to A10. Now we want nth term also, AN. Right. So AR n minus 1. Now what is A? 5. And R value is again 5 raised to the power of n minus 1. Now, here again the law of indices. We have to add the exponents because the bases are same. So, 1 plus n minus 1. So, minus 1 plus 1 cancel. The nth term is 5 raised to the power of n. This is the nth term. Quickly pause and note it down. Third problem. Find the indicated term of each geometric progression. Now, I have noted the first one. We have to find the indicated term. Here given is A1 is 9. Okay. R given 1 by 3. Find the A7. The indicated term is the A7. That is the 7th term we need to find out here. Now, here, now simply write the 7th term. We know A and R already. So, A7, 7th term is AR 7 minus 1. So, that is AR 6. Right. So, A value is 9 into R value is 1 by 3. So raised to the power of 6. Now here 9 into 1 to the power of 6. 1 multiplied 6 times comes to 1 only by 3 to the power of 6. Right. Now we will simplify further. 9 is 3 square into 1 is 3 square only by 3 to the power of 6. Now here we will be applying the law of indices. Now the other law of indices. Now if the bases are same, AM by AN is equal to AM minus N. This we have learnt in our lower classes, the law of indices. Now if they are divided having the same base, we have to subtract the exponents. Now here 3, 2 minus 6. Now this comes to, now I have subtracted the exponents, this comes to minus 4. Now also we can simply further simplify it. This, if you remove the minus sign, it comes to below. Okay, 3 to the power of 4, that is 1 by 81. 3, 4 times if you multiply 1 by. Now did you understand this? Minus in the exponent, it comes to plus if it comes down. Now that is the another. If it is minus, if I want to remove minus in the exponent, I have to write it this. This is another law of indices, right? This is one, this. All this we have studied in our 8th classes, right? Now that I have applied, I have removed the minus and I have written down. Now 3, 4 times if you multiply, that is 1 by 81. That is the 7th term. Quickly pause the video and note it down. Now the 4th problem, which term of GP is, and the problem is given like this. The 3rd problem I have noted down, 1 by 3, 1 by 9, 1 by 27 is 1 by 2187. Now here question is asked not about the nth term, not about the common ratio, but the question is asked which term of GP is this much. So we have to find the n, which n value is, which nth value, which term, 20th term or 15th term, which term is this one. So already given a nth term already given for us, an is 1 by 2187. So this term, which term it is, it has been asked. Now the given data will write the first term is A, this one. Now if you write this as A1, A2, A3, this is our AN given, right? Now I'll find the common ratio, that is A2 divided by A1. This comes to 1 by 9 divided by 1 by 3. This by upon by upon by like this means this you have to bring it to the top. That becomes the reciprocal. So 3 by 1. So 3 ones, 3 thrice. So 1 by 3 is the common ratio. Now we will substitute A and R in this nth term and find out the value of n. Okay. A nth term is AR n minus 1. This is given as 1 by 2187. Now we will substitute A and R. A value is 1 by 3 and the R value is again, see, A value is 1 by 3, R value is also 1 by 3 raised to the power of n minus 1. This is equal to 2187. Right. Now here if you see, it is in the 3 exponent of 3. So we will find the factors of 2187 in a rough part. Okay. 2187. Now this doesn't go with 2 because it is not having an even number here. Now 7. So 7 plus 8, 15, 16, 17, 18. So 18 is divisible by 3. So the sum of digits is divisible by 3. So the number is divisible by 3. 3 7s 21, 3 2s are 6. Now 2, 3 9s are 27. So again 3 2s are 6, 3 4s are 12, 3 3s are. Right, you got it here. Now again 3 8s are, 3 1s are, 3 2s are, 3 7s are. Again 3 9s are. So 3 3s are and 3 1s are. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 3 raised to the power of 7 is 2187. I have found the factors. I have the factorization, prime factorization I have done. Now to this left side, this part, right side, 1 by 3 raised to the power 7 I can keep. Here, 1 here, to n minus 1 plus 1 you can write, isn't it, here, and 3, and down also we have 3 n minus 1, right. Now what I did, this part here, 1 for 1 n minus 1, for 1 is there, so I have added, because there is a multiplication I have added, and here 3 raised to the power of 1 and 3 raised to the power of n minus 1. If you simplify this, here 1, now minus 1 plus 1 gets cancelled, 1 raised to the power of n. So 1 raised to the power any to 100 also it comes to 1. Okay. Now 3, here we will apply the law of indices, 1 plus n minus 1. So minus and plus cut off. So this is 3 raised to the power of 7 here. Now here 1 raised to the power of n is 1, because raised to the power 1000 or 100 it comes to 1. Now here 3 to the power of n, 1 by 3 to the power of. On comparison, we can clearly say that n value is 7, right. Now here 7 terms are there, and the 7th term is 1 by 2187. Now which term of GP is this is asked. So the 7th term, answer is 7th term, right. Likewise there are other problems in the same bit. Continue. The 6th problem. The 4th term of the geometric progression is 2 by 3. The 7th term is 16 by 81. Find the geometric series. Okay. We have to find the GP given the 4th term and the 7th term. Okay. Now given the 4th term. Now this is the 6th problem. 4th term given. How much it is given? 4th term is 2 by 3, and the 7th term is 16 by 81. So 16 by 81 is the 7th term. Now here this is the information given. Now we have to find the series of GP. Now A4 given, that is A4 is AR cube. That is given as 2 by 3, and A7 given. A7 is clearly AR raised to the power of 6, that is 16 by 81. Now see both of them. We will substitute one in another one. So this is the bigger one. Let me deduce this. Now I can write this as AR cube into R cube. So that means we will add the exponents. 3 plus 3, that is 6. So this is 16 by 81, right. Now in place of this, in place of AR cube, I will substitute 2 by 3 here. 2 by 3 into R cube is 16 by 81. Now here R cube is equal to 16 by 81. This fraction goes to the other side. It becomes a reciprocal 3 by 2. Now cancel 2 ones, 2 eights are 3 ones, 3 27s. So clearly R cube is equal to 8 by 27. So 8 is 2 cube. We can write it in the form of cube, and 27 is 3 cube. So that means R cube is equal to 2 by 3 whole cube. So that means therefore R is equal to 2 by 3. Now here we know the R value, but the question asked is that we have to form the series. Now if you know the R value, we can find the A value by substituting this R value here, right. Substituting R value. So here A R cube is equal to 2 by 3. Now A into R value is 2 by 3 whole cube is equal to 2 by 3. Now A equal to 2 by 3. Shift this to the other side. It becomes 3 by 2 whole cube. Now we cancel 2. So there will be 2. And if you cancel 1, 3, there will be 2. So that means here 3 by 2 raised to the power of 2. Okay. Now this is A value. So 9 by 4. 3 square 9, 2 square 4. So what I did, 1, 2 I have cancelled. There are 3 2's. So 2 are left over here. 1, 3 cancelled. 3 3's are there. So left over is 2 2's. So A value is 9 by 4. R value is 2 by 3. Let's form the series. Now the series of GP is AR square, so on. So we'll just substitute it. A value is 9 by 4. First term. Second term is 9 by 4 into R value is 2 by 3. Now the third term is 9 by 4 into 2 by 3 whole square. So on. So this comes to 9 by 4. Now second one, 3 ones, 3 thrice, 2 ones, 2 thrice. So that comes to 3 by 2 here. The third one here, 3 square, 4 square. This gets cancelled. This and this. All of them get cancelled. It comes to 1. 1 upon 1 is 1. The third term is 1 and so on. Therefore, the GP series is 9 by 4, 3 by 2, 1 and so on. We found out only 3 terms. That is the GP series, right? Now quickly pause the video and note it down. Seventh problem, if the geometric progressions 162, 54, 18, so on, and 2 by 81, 2 by 27, 2 by 9, so on, have their nth term equal, find the value of n. We have to find the value of n given 2 series and also given that the nth terms of the 2 series are equal. So by equating the nth terms, we have to find the value of n. Here ask the value of n. Now first series, let me note it down. 162, 54 and 18. This is the first series, right? Now the second series here, let me write it here, okay? The other side I'll write. Now that is 2 by 81, now 2 by 27 and 2 by 9. This is the second geometric series given 2 by 9. Now both the nth terms are equal given the condition. Now here let us write the A. This is A1, A2, A3. Let me write the A value, that is the first term 162. The common ratio is A2 by A1. So that means 54 by 162. Keep it as it is. Then again here we will write the A value here for the second series. Now the common ratio is A2, that is 2 by 27. Directly I am applying here 2 by 81. This comes to 2 by 27 into 81 by 2. 2 gets cancelled with 3 table. 3 9s are 27, 3 27s, 9 1s, 9 3s. So R is 3. Okay. Here R value is 54. You can also do it. Simply also cancel it with 2 table. 2 2s are 4, 2 7s are, 2 8s are, 2 1s are. So now 3 table, 3 9s are, 3 27s are, 9 1s, 9 3s. So this is 1 by 3. In that series, it is 3, the common ratio. But ask that their nth value, that is here, if I suppose this as GP1 and this as GP2, the second series, right? GP1, GP2. So this is my A1. Let this be R1, A1. Okay. Now I will find the nth term AN, A, E1, R1, N minus 1. Okay. Why I kept 1? This is for first series, the nth term. And for the second series, this is 2. Let us suppose R2. Now A nth term is equal to A2, R2, N minus 1. This is the second term. Why I have kept 2? That is for the GP2 and this is GP1. Now both the nth terms are equal given that. Okay. Now we will equate it here. Now A1, R1, N minus 1 is equal to A2, R2, N minus 1. Okay. This is given in the problem. The nth terms are equal. We have to find the n value. Now here what we will substitute A and R. Here also A and R, which we have found out. A value is 162. Now R value, that is R1 value is 1 by 3. Now raised to the power of n minus 1. Now A2 value, this is A2 means the first term in the second series, that is 2 by 81 into R2. R2 we found out 3 raised to the power of n minus 1. Okay, now here both are equal. What I'll do, I'll send this to the other side and this constant to this side. If you bring the constant to this side, it becomes reciprocal by 2. Now 2 1s, 2 8s are 2 1s are. Here it is already 3 power of n minus 1. I'll send this to the other side. This becomes 3 by 1. So that is again 3 raised to the power of n minus 1. See, 1 by 3 comes to 3 by 1. Okay. Now here 81 into 81. 81 is nothing but 3 raised to the power of 4 into 3 raised to the power of 4. Right. Here 3 raised to the power n minus 1. We have to add the exponents. So n minus 1. So minus 1 doesn't get cancelled because they are minus. There is no plus term here. See clearly there is no plus term. Now here 3 raised to the power of 8 is equal to 3 raised to the power of 2n minus 2. Here 2 n's are there and minus 1, 2. So on comparison, since the bases are equal, we can equate the exponents. Now here I'll equate. Since the bases are equal, we are equating the exponents, that is 8 is equal to 2n minus 2. Now that comes to 8 plus 2 is equal to 2n. I've brought this minus 2 to the other side. So 10 is equal to 2n. So n is equal to clearly 10 by 2, that is 5. So n value is 5. Now how I got this n value? What I've did? The two series, so don't get confused with A2, R2, because the first series is GP1 I told, so I've kept it as A1 and R1, and I've found for the second series A2, R2, first term and the common ratio. But given condition is that both the nth terms are equal, so with that condition I have solved and brought the n value. Now with this we have completed the geometric progression as well as the exercise as well as the complete progression chapter. Now please students do practice all the problems. Few problems I have left over in this exercise. Do practice them well and we will be looking forward in our next session with a new chapter. Thank you.